I'm having those kind of conniption fits. It's a conniption fit. Ah, good morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's only 11 in the morning, West Coast time, Friday the 13th of June, 2025. And already what we're watching is on screen. MSNBC is doing a breaking news about Iran being pissed off at Israel enough for that attack that they got. People killed and program and damage for their nuclear. That they've launched drone strikes at Israel. So far, haven't seen anything blowing up in the sky yet. But what's also driving me crazy is when I got information coming from the LA Times, probably a little late on this one. But yeah, apparently Holman, who's very much wanting to get everybody. Yeah, here we go. This is Israel. I'm going to put this on the, just to get a record of it. So the Iron Patriot's throwing up the heat. Then it's up. So this ought to be something. We got flashes. Well, we'll see. As they're going to be talking about it. You'll probably be seeing the other videos, but I'm just going to be watching it live. No, I wanted to talk about Holman and the Trump organization wanting more bodies. Now, I know what Trump had tried to put out there, but unfortunately, does he have a handle on his subordinates who want more bodies? Unless Trump's lying to us like crazy, like he constantly does. He doesn't want to target anybody in the food industry. That that'd be not nice. And then yeah, what we hear from Holman is they want more bodies. So what the LA Times had put out yesterday, the operation is not going to end, and workplace raids have focused on workers. The administration will also be looking at employers who hired people in the country illegally. So basically, we don't know what the hell's going on, except we know that they're lying like crazy, especially when Trump tries to reassure and then we get the other people backstabbing our butts. So that's what's happening. So the war's not over yet. The war's not over yet. Now, getting back to Israel. I did say war, right? Yeah, we are in a war with our own government. A No King Day happening on the Saturday. Here we go. I gotta get this on recording. Here comes the artillery and then shells. Yeah. Tel Aviv's getting their ass kicked.
It's a lot. I don't know if it could overwhelm these systems. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that there would be some kind of punishment from the Iranians when he spoke earlier. We heard from Ayatollah Khamenei. He's the supreme guy, the head of Iran. He said that there were going to be some sort of retaliation. Whether or not this will actually overwhelm Israel's formidable air defenses, that's yet to be seen. The fact of the matter is, Israel has a three-ply system, and I think we're already hearing them coming into place. We're already hearing them in full effect right now as we speak, shooting some of these missiles and drones out of the air right now. So this is a very dangerous moment for this entire city and for all of Israel. It looks as though there are alerts all over the country right now. So, you know,
we're looking at,
whether or not Israel's formidable system will stand and deflect this.
We're looking at smoke rising from the skyline on the left side of your screen. It's hard to tell at this point, and we're waiting for information whether that's off trails from Iron Dome, whether that's smoke from those collisions, or whether these strikes have hit something there in the city. Matt, I know you're in a safe place.
Tel Aviv is getting rained on.
But I want to ask you, is there a concern as Israel opens up or reignites a new front in this battle between Tel Aviv and Tehran, that the Israeli military, which is already involved in Gaza, which has already launched operations elsewhere, could get overextended, or is this a fight Israel says it's ready to have?
Well, this is a fight that Israel has said they're ready to have. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made it very clear that he's prepared for some sort of retaliation. He actually said that this was a mission that was planned for April, and that for reasons he didn't specify, they actually decided to delay it. Now, they said that they came upon this idea back in late last year after they assassinated the leader of Hezbollah. And now,
I have to get this on record.
Because they decided that that Iran was then going to be moving quickly to a nuclear weapon capability because all of its proxies.
In one particular part of town, there's smoke coming up in one small area or two, but it's still a lot of smoke because there's debris and damage. But the rest of the cities looks like it's normal. There's no complete blackout. So basically, you got a dust cloud just drifting up.
The Israeli government has called up military reservists. They've sent them to fighting positions all throughout the country. So it looks as though this country, to the best of its ability, is ready to sustain or believes it's ready to sustain.
And it's 9:18 on their side.
The Iranians. Now again, whether or not that will overwhelm its missile defenses, that's another question. Iran has never seen the kind of attack that Israel posed this morning. Israel probably hasn't seen the kind of attack that the Iranians are about to retaliate with in the next couple of hours, days, or weeks. So it is very, very uncertain, and we don't really know whether or not Israel's formidable defenses will stand up.
And Matt, we focus a lot on the physical damage and the concern around the nuclear sites, but that wasn't the end of this operation. There were also some very targeted attacks against senior IRGC leadership. The Israelis say they also took out the head of the IRGC Air Force. These are jobs that obviously put these individuals in the cross.
Turn this down a bit. It's kind of blaring a bit. Okay, so I am seeing the world going hell in a handbasket at this point. I mean, the article was yesterday, but still, Trump kept trying to reiterate yesterday that they shouldn't have been affecting the food workers or the growers. But unfortunately, Holman had a different story, telling people when the story got generated and posted in the LA Times. I just got the news blurb. Looks like it's being delayed a day or two of what's happening. So I'll take the LA Times word at this point. They're probably going to increase. And since we've already had the power shift, that the National Guard was supposed to be in the hands of the state governor, but then Trump grabbed control to quote-unquote make LA safe. He wasn't doing that. He was scaring the shit out of people left and right. It was bad enough the federal agents were racing around town. And the arguments we're hearing from the federal government as they were getting interrogated in the Congress, especially from the Democrats at this point. trying to pin him down. Hegseth, Holman, not knowing me, unfortunately, but trying to pin him down concerning about the military aspects of it and why we have it here in the first place. Trump still thinks we are a dangerous town. Shit. He don't know shit from Shanola. He sees the stuff that kept being clickbaited left and right and repeated all over that he believes that instead of what the people in Los Angeles have been telling him. We're all right. Lay off already. Stop stealing from us. No, because right now Trump's still going to steal from us one way or another. He's going to lie to us, and he's going to steal from us. And this is the asshole we voted in November 2024. So I just want to remind the people that he won by the Electoral College. He didn't win by popular vote. So now we got to deal with him. And now we get to deal with the world at war. He said he wasn't going to get us into a war, but he wants to take over Greenland and he still wants to take over Panama. Because he's blaming China. This guy can't negotiate his way out of a wet paper. I know. There was a joke out there somewhere concerning about navigating your way out of a wet paper bag with a compass and a guide dog, and you still can't find your way out of a wet paper bag. Even if it's wrapped around your face and you still got air holes and things to see out of, you still can't navigate your way because you can't see past the damn bag. Despite the fact you've got probably large holes enough to see around you. I don't know, it's pretty bad when I'm starting to use navigational jokes like that. But this is what's happening. So, that being said,